we're here with the car that Deb calls Blinky, the Rogue. So, yeah, I'm gonna pull this G715 out, which them would be subs. I took one out because this amp here, it decided to leave the chat. So, first thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna swap subs. We thought this other amp might be having an issue. Wasn't sure. We're not sure. I mean, it was working, we unhooked it. Could have been static in the bass knob, which is very, very common. But anyway, it won't do too good because, well, I don't know, it's a 5K and it'd be at 2 ohm. It might be all right on that Hyanka. But my original plan is to take it out and put one of my DS18 GFX 5Ks in there, which is a 2 ohm 5K. But really, I don't think we need that much power for that little Hyanka 15. So, I don't know. But I am going to pull the bad amp out today. It's not terribly cold in the sun. I mean, it's like 50 degrees out, pretty windy. A little breeze, you know. And other than that, we got Death Note here, all fixed up last weekend. We started a couple times this week, and it has really just been running great. So you know what to do when a vehicle is running great and everything, and has a good enclosure in it, gets loud, windy. You start planning to rip everything out. So we do have something coming for Death Note. I will be ripping the full enclosure out. Last time I didn't want to do it because of the roof. So I think since I built all the way to the edge of the roof with the first layers, I'm just gonna use the rotor, I don't know what the hell it's called, that saw that goes side to side. Yeah, that thing. Oscillating saw, who knows? But I'm just gonna take that and cut the wall away from the roof at the top and rip everything out. Leave the roof, build everything else. But it's getting something totally different than 15s. Why? I don't know. Why not? That's the whole premises of it. And then after we get Death Note, Jangalang's getting the whole enclosure tore out. There again, why? I don't know. Why not? Why not? Actually, I'll leave the shell in it and build something different, because it's kind of built as big on shell as I can get it. So that's what we got going on. When is all this going to start? I don't know. When it warms up more, and really, I need to put doors on both vehicles first and build new door panels for Jangalang, because the way we're going to do it is me and Deb are going to go to shows in Jangalang until Death Note's done. Then when Death Note is done, we're going to rip Jangalang apart. So I'm hoping to have Jangalang back together and playing by September when we have the Team Control Pressure show. So that's the plan. So we're only going to have one vehicle at most of the shows all year until the Team Control Pressure show and Ruckus. We don't even think we're going to go to Sundown this year because of the Team Control Pressure show is going to be like a weekend or two right after Sundown. Sundown's only like a one-day show. It's so friggin' hot and miserable at that track. It just ain't right now, it ain't looking like it would be worth it. And the Team Control Pressure show might be a little cooler. 2 days at a bigger track, more airflow, you know. And like Deb said, dog sitter. It's going to be hard to get a dog sitter back to back like that. Because we do have 2 German Shepherds. And when we leave here, we like to have somebody here to watch the property, take care of the dogs. And yeah, if you're a dog owner, you know what I'm talking about. We got a cat too, but that motherfucker's self-sufficient. He don't give a shit. You can just like cut a bag of food open and throw it in the floor and a gallon of water and a bowl and a clean litter box, and he'll be good for a week. He don't give a shit.
3 days. He don't like to smell shit.
Yeah, cats are awesome though. I mean, dogs are awesome too, but cats definitely had their place.
And the fish tank.
Oh yeah, the fish tank too, so I gotta feed the fish. Yeah. I'm gonna get to work on this shit. Well, I got the amp that was bad out. I think I got these RCAs here unhooked. Oh, fuck, just trying to drop them down in there and hope they don't get on the battery. That's what I was trying to do, is get this box forward enough. Hold on, Deb, I'm gonna have to help you with that. To see if I can get under there and make sure everything's good with the battery while we're this far apart. But anyway, we're gonna check that, then I'm gonna put the sub in and we will come back. And at that point, I will test this amp. If it ain't gonna perform right, I'm gonna try to put the GFX in here. So the Hyanka is in. This amp is still working fine. I need to clean this back here a little bit. This amp is at 2 ohm because it's a dual 4. Before it was at a half ohm because the G7s are dual 1s. And so I don't know. I mean, this is a stout 5K. It's a good Korean 5K. Just to show you. Master, slave, it's strappable. So this thing, just testing it here in my yard. You know, I got neighbors, but it was getting down a little bit, guys. So I think we need to run it up the road in a little bit and give her an old test. I didn't have to set the gain or nothing on it. It was already set. So at this point, yeah, I'm digging it. I'm digging it. I need to clean up all my tools that I had out here. I don't know what else I'm going to do, because this went a hell of a lot quicker than I thought it would. But this car, it wasn't really windy. Everything in it just vibrates. So I had the roof and everything. So I don't know. We might go out and test, and I'll film some door flop if it's got it. Other than that, I don't know, guys. Content's always really shitty for me in wintertime because there's things I need to do, but it's really big things. And with it being really big things that I need to do, I don't have the drive in the cold weather to do it. Like right now, I could be ripping the door panels off a Jangalang and tracing out new pieces of wood to bolt to the door and getting my templates made to fiberglass all together. But in this weather, do I feel like it? No. No. And today's winter solstice, so it's a holiday.
First day of Yule.
Yeah, first day of Yule. Yeah. But anyway, I'm still out here working. And the green tattoo ink on this was a bad idea. The black worked great. The colors, I guess just because they have the glycerin in it, which is like oil-based, it never really dries. So everything be getting green. Like that. And that. At some point, we're going to have to pull this box out here and clear coat it. But I don't even know if we're really going to keep this enclosure, because I'm thinking about buying a different car. You know, like a different daily for Deb. A truck or an SUV, a bigger SUV. So I don't know. I'm still torn between buying a diesel truck. I kind of gave up on the whole idea of buying like 2 new vehicles to build, just because there's so much, everything already done to these, like alternators. I'd never get my money back out of that. I mean, that thing's got like 8.5 inches of lift in the front. Just, there's so much. Good lowering parts on that. The alternators, everything, all the wiring's already ran through it. And if we get Suburbans, then I got to buy a shit ton more wire to run through the vehicles and everything. So it's just easier to rebuild them. But then I'm like, do I buy a diesel truck? If I buy a diesel truck, then I got to turn around and buy a trailer, which is just as much almost as a diesel truck. If I buy a good used one, I don't know. A trailer for 2 vehicles is expensive. So who knows? And I mean, we're looking at properties like up in the Midwest area to move away from here. So in that sense, a diesel truck would be cool, because I could trailer both of them vehicles there. But at the same time, I would rather just pay a transport company to take them. And because they could take the black Jeep, the blue Jeep, the Blazer, all in one trip, deliver it to the house, and then we could drive the Rogue and the U-Haul with all our shit in it. Whatever, I don't know. We're staying confused on what the hell we're doing half the time. But it's just that way. What, babe?
We just get the diesel truck, then we don't have to take the road.
She's like, get a diesel truck and sell the road. Either way, I don't know. It's too early or too late in the year for me to be making big decisions. That's where I'm stuck at. But anyway, guys, I'll be back after we clean the tools up and figure out what the hell we're doing. Deb's up here like putting in our team chat a picture of that Hyanka, and she's like, I got baby bass back in the Rogue. And I'm like, how can you say that? We haven't tested it yet. It might be louder than Jangalang and Death Note. We don't know. We ain't tested it. Who knows? That enclosure might be perfect. Perfect for that sub. I think it's on the big side, but it could be perfect. I mean, that thing could do 65s. We don't know. 66 even. And then she said that I needed a rehab. I might be on crack. How dare her. All right, so we still haven't really tested this sub. Deb ain't feeling the best, so we ain't really turned it up. I mean, but it's doing good. It sounds great. I did go to Ducks and got the door. I had every intention of filming with Duck, but shit just happened. Deb kind of waited in the car because she's not feeling good. She might be contagious with the cold or the flu, so she didn't want to be around anybody to give it to Duck's kids, which is understandable. So I just kind of ran in, got my door, and other than that, when I was getting ready to leave, this kid Case pulled up, and I talked to him like 6-7 months ago. He's got a dash for my Jeep. I ain't been able to get a hold of this little dude, so he actually put my number in his phone because he's got that shit on his phone to where if you're not programmed, it ain't ringing. So hopefully in the next week or so, I can get a dash from him, and everything will be golden. I've been thinking about it. I don't really want to flock the dash in Jangalang. It's got a lot of issues. So hopefully that'll work out where I can get a dash from him and get it all done, and then just swap them out and Vibraflex the firewall and shit. That would be great. But anyway, I will be back. I'm home. Got my door unloaded. It's gonna need a lot of work. It's gonna need braced, welded on front, back, and latch, and then filled with epoxy, which I'm gonna try to rebuild the Jeep and the Blazer to where they will both play, both doors open, be loud, be windy. That's the plan. Now, whether or not I can do that, I don't know, but that's the plan. So obviously we need to raise tuning or do something different than what we've been doing. I don't know, but that's what we're gonna try. Still trying to get a hold of Nathaniel. He's got the door for the Blazer, but he just be doing shit on weekends. But I don't know. I like to get a hold. I don't know. I keep texting him. He does shit on weekends. I don't know. I'll meet up with him eventually. I do got the new door pins that Don Chesbro. He actually sent me some door pins for the Blazer, so I'd like to get that done. I'm gonna do that when I put the door on. Then I pull the passenger door off to replace them. So anyway, I don't know. It's like 3 o'clock in the evening, maybe a little later. So I ain't got to do much else today. Tomorrow, I don't know what I'm going to do. I'll figure it out though. Sunday morning, we were going to play the Hyanka, which Deb really only played it once yesterday. Like when we left the house to go to Duck, she played it for a couple minutes, and then other than that, it ain't been turned on. So today I'm like, okay, we'll go try to do a little video. And we got coffee, and she rode the bass knob up a little bit, and nothing. I go back there in the fucking amps and protect. What's bad is there ain't anybody really close to me that repairs Korean amps. Mark Kennedy, he's semi-local, but all he really does is the full bridge. Okay, he works a contract with guitar amps, so I'm gonna have to hit him up because I want to get both of these amps fixed. But anyway, I don't know why it's in protect. We're headed home now, so I can either see if I can figure out what's wrong with it, or if it's something simple, or put the DS18 amp in. I don't know. I'll be back. Okay, this makes no sense. We get home, and everything's working fine. I get powered on, which the first thing I did is unhook speaker wires and RCAs. I had that powered on, it went straight to power. I hook everything back up, it's playing the sub fine. No clue. None at all. But I'm gonna go ahead and swap it out for that 2 ohm 5K, and we're gonna see what that does. All right, so I got this one sitting here, and I'm gonna take a minute because TikTok sends me all kind of cool shit. But this company, Toolant, they sent me these Allen wrenches, and look at this shit. And this is what I love. Like, if it touches the top of the amp when you're doing positive, it's got this sleeving on it. And I absolutely love this shit, guys. Just want to take a minute to show y'all. They wasn't super expensive. Come in a cool ass case. So, I love them. Anyway, it fits in here. I had enough power wire. That's good. Should have enough remote. Speaker wire, but the wife found me a good piece that already has ends on it. So that's a win-win. And it should be long enough. It's in and it is working. The wire is a little long. I just tucked it for now because I don't know how permanent this is going to be. But this is a 2 ohm 5K full bridge. For what it's worth. I had these in the Jeep, and it was beast. It was way too much power in the black Jeep when I had them in there. I had them on the 312s, and they were dual 4s. So each amp was at like 133 with 3 voice coils connected to it. Now, when I swapped subs to the dual 2s, I just wired them up 0.67 on each amp. We have confirmed that is a 2 ohm amp. One of them smoked, and this is the one that didn't. And I was worried because I wasn't 100% sure it was still good. But it turns out it is still good. So hopefully I can get this gain set half-ass, and then we can run up the road and see what she'll do on this Hyanka. I know it's going to be a little much for it. I know that. I'm not sure. You know, it is what it is. I ain't going to set the gain. I'm going to set it very, very conservatively. But I'll be back. All right, guys. Gain is set. So now we're 2 ohms on 2 ohm amp. 2 ohm amp. So it should be a lot louder than it was yesterday. And like I said, Deb really didn't turn it up much. She ain't been feeling great, and she played like maybe a minute and a half when she was driving, and that was about it. No clue as to why The amp was in protect this morning. We get back here and I do everything and it's fine. But I took it out because it's a 1 ohm amp. It'll definitely be louder on this amp. So for what it's worth, I'm gonna leave it. See what it does. So hopefully here in a minute we'll go test it. But it is what it is, guys. It's cold out here. I ain't gonna lie, it is cold. And in the sun, it ain't terrible. But you can see my speaker block off. Yeah, the Hyanka. It's colder out than I like, but shit, I need to do something, guys. I'm the type of person that I can't stand being in the house, not doing anything. At nighttime, it don't bother me that bad to be on the couch watching TV or something. But man, when it's daylight out, I want to be doing some shit. And that's why I hate winter so much. And this is weird down here in South Carolina. Because, Myrtle Beach, when I first moved here, like my first year here, I was at the beach with the kids swimming on Christmas Day. And, years following, it was nice enough to go to the beach on Christmas Day. And it really didn't get cold until like late January, February. It would get cold to where it'd be down in the 30s and 40s. And this year's just fucking weird, man, because like November, December, cold as shit. I don't like it. Well, hopefully we can go test that thing.
I actually turned the gain up. That's a whole lot better. Yeah, that's a whole lot better there. Well, this song ain't got very much good bass notes in it close together, but it's all right. I'm trying to get away from the music where I get copyrighted. Well, that's not bad for 115, guys. What's that right there?
So, a minute ago when I was filming after I bumped the gain up a little bit, because I had turned the gain down quite a bit lower than the clip light. But Deb had it bumped up, and we're not playing at the volume I set the gain at, obviously, even though we have literally almost no voltage drop in that car off that 1 amp on that C-Max 45. Yeah, it got stinky as shit in the car, and I opened the back. Did it get stinky that time? Okay, so it's getting smelly in there. But when I opened the hatch earlier, we had some smoke rolling out the port. Let's see if there's any this time. Nope. It's still a little stinky in there. But, and I hate doing it to a sub, but hey, they wanted me to do a review on it. And I will. You know me, I'll do a review, guys. I believe it's a 1300 watt RMS sub, and I got it on a 5K. In an enclosure that's kind of on the large side for it. Playing down to like 23. So, yeah, and it's not broke in. It's a brand new sub. I literally put it in here yesterday, and Deb played it for like a minute and a half, 2 minutes. So there is that. Now, what do I say about the Hyanka? Guys, if you're on an extreme budget and you can build an enclosure, I would say the $250 mark for that sub. To me, it's performing it reminds me of an American-based XFL. It's not a bad sub. Not a super lot of X-Max, but still, it's not a bad sub. For a cheap daily budget, yeah, I could see it working really good. You know, it would be a good sub paired with like a Tar Amp Smart 3, which is a budget amp. So I think that one of them 15s on a Smart 3 would be a really good combo. Let's see. Oh, hell, the sub smell went away. But yeah, I think that on a Smart 3 would be a good budget sub. And right now, like I said, with the economy where it's at, budget subs is where it's at. Are there other subs out there in that price range comparable with that Hyanka 15? Definitely. So shop around, but it's not bad. I mean, not for what it is. We had to turn it up to get, you know, the gain up from where I had it to get it moving really good, but I doubt we're in the clipping yet. I think we're just overpowering it because it's not broke in. After it's broke in, I think it'd be a really decent budget sub. So like way back in the day when I went from the Prides, well, even when I first built the Jeep, I had American Base XFLs, 415s in it on one MD8K. It would not even come close to hair tricking. A month later, it was hair tricking because subs broke in. When I went from the Prides to the G2 Genesis, out the gate, it would not hair trick. They had Corey Dean soft parts in them, really stiff spiders. It wouldn't even think about hair tricking on lows. And then there again, like a month later, it was snatching wigs. So break-in is real. I know guys, a lot of guys are like, oh, there's no such thing as sub break-in. They're lying. Because once you loosen the spider up, which that's what it all boils down to. You know, the soft parts that let the sub move or the spider in the surround, you're really not going to break a surround in. Spider, yes. So that's why a lot of companies recommend a break-in period. And I've seen it firsthand, you know, on a lot of different subs. When they're brand new, they are stiff as shit. And it does make a big difference because you'll go from not hair tricking to hair tricking after they get good and broke in. So this sub, it probably needs a little more break in, but it is what it is, guys. And I got a video out for you. I doubt I get another video out before Christmas, guys. So I just want to tell y'all, if that's your thing, Merry Christmas. If you lean toward the pagan lifestyle, Happy Yule and Winter Solstice. If you're Jewish, Happy Hanukkah.
Starts on the 25th.
Yeah, if you're, I guess, from like Africa, Kwanzaa, isn't it? Yeah. Whatever it is, happy holidays, if you know, to cover whatever you celebrate. Me and Deb are more of the Winter Solstice and Yule type, but it is what it is, you know. Everybody's got their own thing they do. So we kind of go way back in history with
traditional.
We go way back in tradition with kind of what we do. And we will be having our sushi on Christmas. Ain't no cooking up in our crib, sushi. So anyway, I don't know if I'm gonna have anything else to do in this video. If I don't, happy holidays, guys. Happy Yule, Christmas, whatever. And I hope y'all just have a good holiday. And don't forget to check out my affiliate links down below. That helps me. And I've been slacking a lot, dude. From when I had to work a month straight, my videos have kind of gotten shitty. And I've been scrambling on weekends out in the cold to try to get something for y'all. So it is what it is, guys. But peace out and bass on.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit.